My fault. Look at me. Shame on Honcho, man. Hopefully we loud and clear now. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation, man? I hope y'all are having a miraculous Monday. I hope that all is well in the world with each and every one of you. So we're going to drop, is it Melo Monday? But again, welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. So that means we're talking all sports, but only Houston, man. With that being said, we'll jump into some interesting discussion today. We're going to talk about a couple of topics. We're going to talk Texans. We're going to talk some Rockets. Whatever else is on your mind, man. Like I say, it's really, like I said, there's no ingredients. There's no sauce. There's always ingredients. There's no sauce without the freshest motherfucking ingredients, and the fresh ingredients are you. And again, so I want to appreciate y'all for joining me this evening. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, man, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button, man, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Like I say, it's time. It's that time of year, and it's time to make some shit shake, man. It's definitely time to make some shit shake. Texas camp is right around the corner. I know we're all excited for that. I know we're all looking forward to that because there's going to be plenty of Houston sports news. And, NFL is king, and there'll be plenty to talk about. So we're going to definitely bring you guys daily coverage of everything that's going on with the Texans. As soon as this gets started up, I'm telling you, we got it. Y'all just make sure y'all fucking with it. If you know real Texans fans, make sure you direct them towards the sauce because we're going to do something. We're going to take it to the next level this year. Like last year was a test run. This year, the Sauce Sports Network, we're really going to be real active when we're talking Texans this year. So, man, make sure you guys are a part of that. Make sure you send that love to other Texans fans. Let them know where the real conversation is. But before we get into anything, we have to talk about the most important topic of the day. And always the most important topic of the day is you, the motherfucking freshest ingredients in the world, man. We're going to get into that Sauce Nation roll call. If you're not familiar with the Sauce Nation roll call, man, if you're from the city being Houston, the greater Houston area, let us know where you're at. Represent your side with pride. If you're not from the city of Houston, man, let me know where to send a little bit of that digital computer love, man. Like I say, it's all love, even if you are not from the city. As long as you're a fan of something H-Town, even if you're not a fan, you want to come in and talk your trash, as long as you respectful, we won't dig in your ass too bad. Pause. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, man, it's good to see y'all. Like I say, man, let's see who we got in the mix. We got the Dusty Chicken, a.k.a. Rising Phoenix himself, DeMarcus Johnson. What's the motherfucking deal? Jason Ducey, always great to see you. White Persuasion representing the Spurs. He didn't changed up on us now. He ain't gonna ever do that. Adam Quintero. I'm calling mad some extra syllables to your shit. Adrian, and I'm calling Adam and all kind of shit. Like Adrian, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Rigo, Mal Myers, AA, what's the motherfucking deal? Jack Triple, the motherfucking Threes Company Pimp, Panda Bear, what's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see you. Dope Chef, man, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Miss Voodoo C, what's the motherfucking deal? Holding it down with the Mrs. Ma duties. Like I say, always representing, man, holding it down for the flavor. WITB, what's the deal? Texas T, what's going down? Rigo representing that Baytown already. I see Northeast representing already. And let's see. Yes. Melo is pretty much a motherfucking me rocket. You know what I'm saying? Call me Mr. Weed in the bag. Okay. Mr. Weed in the bag. Look. Well, when I get back on that level, look, we can look. Let me see what's in the bag, man. Antarctica represent. I see J Bird. What's the motherfucking deal? Beast mode, man. OG 77013 representing already. Angleton, Texas in the motherfucking house already, man. That dude, Dusty Zaxby's dog, rising motherfucking Phoenix. I see you. Anyway, I see you. Donald Crocker, what's the deal? But man, let's get into winning, man. Let's talk about some shit. And I guess the most important news, man, Melo. I mean, all reports are saying that once Melo gets bought out, that he will become a Rocket for the veteran minimum. Now, I know a lot of us were thinking MLE, thinking maybe, $5 or $6 billion or whatever it may be. But I think Melo, what this tells me is a couple of things. Okay, we're going to get into it, and we're going to talk about a few things. And like I say, it tells me a couple of things. Again, this is me all with speculation. It could be right, could be wrong. And until it's solid, until it's a concrete deal, it could be anything. It could be anything, man. Like the street, you think Honcho look like the name? The name look like me, goddamn. Exactly. So he's eating good this year, and like I said, it could be a couple of things that go along with that. He's already getting paid from OKC, and he can catch up a little bit of extra change, put him right at about $30 million for the year. He can slide through the H-Town. I wouldn't be surprised if old dusty ass LeBron out there trying to make something shake. But here's the deal. Here is the motherfucking deal. Zachariah, what's the motherfucking deal? Now, not a lot of people are, oh, Melo this, Melo that. What you guys have to realize, when has Melo ever been a part of a team that has facilitators like the Rockets? When has anybody ever been a part of a team that has two? I mean, even though, you know, James is a two, but he can, I mean, he's a combo. He can give you whatever you need. Again, so if you need passing, he's going to give you passing. If you need points, he's going to give you points. You know what I'm saying? And now he's almost giving you some defense. He's not almost. He has been giving you good defense because James was getting damn near a block a night, getting steals every night. He was playing much better last year because he bought into the program. And I know for sure he's definitely bought into the program this year. Melo's not going to be expected to be Melo of old. Everybody's, oh, Melo ain't got this no more. He can't do like that no more. He came in with LeBron and he can't do what LeBron does. And, you know, that's cool. LeBron's on steroids, so fuck him. My deal is this. If Melo could average 16 at OKC, Melo could easily average 20 here because people are actually going to be willing to pass the ball. I mean, you know, Russell, he stops passing. Once he gets his 10 dimes for his little triple-double, he stops passing the ball. That shit is all over with. But here's the deal. And we're going to talk about that, too. We're going to talk about can we extinct the rhino. But my thing about Melo is still a solid third option, which is what he's going to be, if that. If he can be convinced to come off the bench, even better, to operate in that second unit with CP3, I have no problems. Now that is only if we can find a buyer for Rhino. If we can get rid of the Rhino, I would be extremely ecstatic. But I have to give props to Daryl Morey. If this is true, like I say, it's not concrete yet, and I'm not going to get overexcited about anything until the facts are actually facts. Shit, what are you gonna retire for? Getting $20 million a year? Shit, I wouldn't do shit. I sit on the bench. We want him to, but you know it is what it is. The thing is, at that price, because we all thought Melo was gonna want more than that. If that is the truth, if that is the price at which the Rockets pick up Melo, I give Morey props for that because he has convinced him, I think, to maybe buy into something. Because Melo could definitely get more than 2.4 elsewhere. You know, now when you have the opportunity to go for a championship, I don't think so. And I think that is what is in Melo's mind. I don't see him. Melo's not the type of guy to be with that Hampton mind state. So I don't ever see, you know, and again, maybe he wasn't invited to be to the party in the Hamptons to be a Golden State member. But to me, Melo seems like the type of guy that would rather be the guy that overcame the bullshit instead of be a part of the bullshit. And that's what I'm saying. He already got paid, but the thing about it is he still could have gotten more money, you know, elsewhere. And I'm not surprised if that number gets out and there's a couple of GMs trying to make some calls and trying to do some things. So my thing is this, man. Oh yeah, man. If he was going to play with LeBron, they talk about how great of a combo it would be. They talk about all kind of off the wall shit. But again, it's H-Town. You got to look at, like I say, where you get your sources from. If it's from L.A., which most of the L.A. or New York, which most of the media is, of course, it's going to be a negative. But again, had he gone to L.A., they'd find a way. They'd find a way to put him up on a pedestal and say how great he is and talk about all the things he could do. Because remember when Melo was in New York, now all the New Yorkers hate him and all that other shit. You know, now the story, well, how are him and D'Antoni going to work? You think that Morey would even entertain it if he didn't have the green light from D'Antoni? Especially with what D'Antoni's done for this franchise, with getting us our best record, getting us an MVP, you know, finding a way to get two great point guards on the floor at the same time and creating an offense that has been one of the highest rated in history. And, you know, the defense was a little bit nice too. You know, it wasn't so bad. We were top 10 and then, you know, we hovered in that range. I think we got as high as 6th or 7th, but we were top 5 for a little bit. And again, Morey has made some interesting pickups. Oh, it's the Heidi ho in the house. What's up? Devontae, what's the motherfucking deal? Daniel House, I think he's making a good case for himself, man. I think he's making a very good case for himself to be a part of this team. T. Flores, what's the motherfucking deal? You know what I mean? I think he's making a good case to bring that guy in, at least to entertain it. Melton will definitely give Michael Carter-Williams a run because, I mean, what are you getting from MCW that Melton isn't really showing you right now? Again, though, it's a difference between doing it in the pros and doing it in the summer league. And you know, I think Melton has a little bit more developing to do, but he's going to be A-okay. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, who was Duvall that I think they reached out to, so he may actually have a chance to get a little bit of love. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Rockets. I think the Rockets are actually low-key doing pretty well building through the draft, and we're going to get some other things taken care of. Now, I agree with you, Nick, but I think the Capela situation right now is it's kind of on him. I can't complain. You know, if you had an opportunity for 5 for 85 at you know, or a chance to get it up to 90, getting about around $17 million a year. Again, a lot of your leverage, a lot of where you're eating, a lot of where your scoring is coming from is feeding off two of the greatest point guards in the game. I think you take that shit and run with it. Oh, y'all already know I've been talking about Hartenstein. I've been saying that for quite some time now. A lot of people were disagreeing with me, and you see, you know, reached I think last week that they had the article that the Rockets are working on their best to sign Hartenstein at center. I thought of him more as maybe playing 4, but I guess they like him at center too. And so, I mean, he's not a bad asset. He's a solid guy. Definitely, you ain't gonna just home him in the paint. So it's very interesting to see what's happened. Man, I like what Capela has to offer, but I think Capela also has to think about what the Rockets have to offer to him as opposed to other teams. And let's talk about that for just a second. So I see that has generated a little bit of interest. So we'll talk about that because, like I say, man, the sauce is all about y'all. So what y'all want to talk about is what we will discuss. Now, I also want Capela here, man. I've been a fan of Capela since day one. Even though when he wasn't as skilled, I saw something in him. I saw the heart in him. I saw the motivation to be great. I know when they tried to keep him overseas initially, and he was like he wasn't having that. He wanted to come over here, and he wanted to – I don't give a shit about Lala. And he wanted to play. He wanted to be a part of something. I think that – oh, come on. How is it? How is the Melo situation a bad contract? Melo for 2.4, you're not losing anything. If he doesn't contribute, you lose no money. It's only 1.5 against the cap. Melo contract is free money. If he doesn't pan out, he's only here 1 year. Adios, amigo. Again, my thing is, you know, I like Capela. I like him a lot. Again, there are some deficiencies in his game. There are some very nice qualities in his game. But again, I feel like a lot of that is beneficial of him being able to work hand in hand with Akeem. I think it's very beneficial to the fact that, again, he's eating off of guys like Harden and CP3. And I think those are things that he really needs to take into account. I just feel like he probably had that 100 million number in his mind. And I don't know if just because it didn't reach that. I could see them if there was somehow, some way we could extinct the Rhino, going back and handing him another offer and making it 100 million. I honestly, at this point, there's no way I'd go over 100 million for Clint Capela. 5, you'd have to give me 5 at 100 million. And seriously, because I know he's seeing all the money get out. He's still a young guy, still got a lot of work to put in. Yeah. Oh, but man, like I say, what does Harden say about Capela? He likes Capela. They're gonna keep him shut. Harden is the LeBron of Houston. He gets to have his foot in the negotiations as to who we keep. At least he's put in the work to be able to be in that position. LeBron just goes to L.A. and man's like, yeah, I like LeBron. I'm gonna let him be a GM too, and he can make some decisions. So it is what it is. But my thing is, I mean, again, you know, you look at the market and you're looking at what some guys are getting. I think Capela has to look at what I don't want to say that because, like I say, I like what Capela brings. Defensively, absolutely. But I don't see giving more than $20 million a year, and I know it's you look at Rhino, and you're like, well, you gave Rhino $20 million. It is what it is. But I said that way back, even when they first asked Harden about LeBron. Like, he doesn't want LeBron here. LeBron didn't want to come here because, again, who was your main competition for MVP? Fucking James Harden or LeBron James. And this is James Harden's team, and he's not going to come and get off of that. LeBron's not going to be able to come here. He wasn't going to be able to come here and make a bunch of decisions and run Daryl Morey and run D'Antoni. Of course, you can tell Luke Walton what the fuck to do. Of course, you can tell Magic Johnson what to do. These guys are not necessarily establishing what they brought to the look, he says that it is what it is. But again, like I say, don't count on Daryl Morey being out. He's always got a trick or two up his sleeve, and you know what I'm saying. We need Capela. I think he likes what Capela brings to the table. I don't think Harden is anti-Capela. So I'm telling y'all, man. In 2 more years, if he stays with the Rockets, he will be a force. If he goes anywhere else, he'll be a well-paid whatever. I don't think he, unless he goes and he breaks bread out of his pocket to go and work with Hakeem like everybody else who's not a Rocket has done in the past, unless Hakeem just has some kind of personal love for him and say, I'll work with you in the off season or whatever. Capela's job is going to be gone. Hartenstein's going to be the next guy. And the thing about Hartenstein, if he plays center, he gives you a lot more range than Capela does. Again, he gives you the same scoring threat as far as what Capela can do. He can give you that. Defensively, I think it's yet to be seen, but he can play some solid defense. Again, a bigger body, not going to get pushed around. And like I say, man, it's just he has range. He has the range that Capela doesn't have. Xochitl has the range that Capela doesn't have. And again, he's had several years of working with Hakeem, and his post game has developed gradually as it's come along. The most impressive thing is again the switch step. But as far as creating buckets and scoring on his own, it's not necessarily there. I mean, honestly, Capela should be a 20-point-a-night guy. I mean, easily should be 20 points a night the way he's been eating off of what the attention that Harden commands, the attention that CP3 commands. He should easily have 10 dunks a night. You know what I mean? So, I mean, easy money. But again, like I say, there's some limitations in his game. But I love Capela, man. Like, I don't want to say these things and make it seem like Capela is not a contributor. Capela don't count. And I can see, again, looking down that bench at fucking Rhino and just saying, God damn, why the fuck is this motherfucker getting paid and doing absolutely nothing for this fucking franchise? If they turn out a great trade, Capela for Butler. And again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if some other things happen. Because if Butler's not happy where he's at, you free up that contract money from Rhino. The Kings still supposedly have some type of possible interest. Man, I'm just waiting. Like I say, until everything's concrete, though, I'm not going to get too excited. But I think 10 Ducks, he's a cop. He should be eating. I mean, Alpha Alley's all day, man. All day. He's a fashion cop. They do got fashion Capela, whatever that little weird shit is that they do with him. Again, though, let's talk Texans. Let's talk about the motherfucking Texans. What's the motherfucking deal? Voodoo child. Get off your boy Rhino. What? Look, the Rhino, look. Somebody needs to poach the last Rhino, man. And if it's a king that chooses to poach him, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not upset with that. My deal is this, though. Let's talk Texans. I don't want to talk a reason why I'm a reason why I'm a little bit sad. I'm always upset when you lose a Ed, and Eddie. And Eddie Pleasant. I won't say he was my favorite Texan, but he was probably my favorite Texan's name to say. And, that was a pleasant play. And Ed, that's always fun to say. And, people love saying their own name, hearing their own name. It's a pleasant ring. And so Eddie Pleasant is going to be a Patriot. And I'm wondering about a couple of things with that. And I guess I was thinking about it, but then I'm not too worried about it because he hasn't been around really. I mean, he kind of knows, old tendencies and things like that. It's not like the Patriots aren't familiar with Crennel and what he brings to the table. and things of that nature. So I'm not really worried about it. A lot of teams will go and pick up a guy and try to utilize, what information he has on scheme and stuff like that. But I don't think he's really going to give you a lot of that because I think a lot of shit is changing. Are we getting Comcasted here? Hold on, give me a second. We're looking a little shaky. We're looking a little shaky there. Hold on. All right. Anyway, yep. I think we're trying to get hit. They're trying to get us. I know what the fuck's going on. I do believe. So anyway, here's the deal, man. Eddie Pleasant going to the Patriots. Freddie Unpleasant. Green light, Gerald. No me gusta. So again, not a huge loss in the sense of, talent. I didn't even realize that he wasn't signed back to the roster. I thought that he was, I don't know why I thought he was still here. But it's very unfortunate. The thing about it is bring her to work and you can see the tickets get. Man, they need to. I mean, that's what all other quality organizations do. They find a way to employ their best players. But I'm wondering if he doesn't even want to be there because a lot of the things that, it just seems like he probably wouldn't want to fool with what's going on in that front office of the Houston Texans. Because who was it? Who is it that still kind of works with the organization? Is it Pitts that still works with the Texans quite a bit? And there might be a couple others. But the thing about it is this. Pleasant's a Patriot. It's not that big of a deal. I just really wanted to talk about it because I used to love saying pleasant this and pleasant that. And, that's pleasant. I enjoy being corny from time to time. And so I won't be able to be corny using the Eddie or the pleasant. So that makes me a little bit upset. Makes me a little bit sad. But nothing to worry about. But the big deal is camp is coming up a couple of days. Man, and I agree with you with the Corey Moore thing. I almost probably would have favored Pleasant over Moore, but maybe more is less or less is more. I don't even fucking know. Green light, Gerald Green. The threes I did like. Sweet Lou was cool. Triple Decker was cool. The Rhino and Splash Gordon, yeah, I like those. Green light, Gerald Green was, I don't know about that one though. Chester's a molester Pitts. Oh, no, not Chester. Oh man. Speaking of molesters, that makes me. I think we're going to talk about R. Kelly in the Den tonight. So there's that. There's that whole thing. But here's the deal, man. I'm excited. It's football season again. You can feel the energy in the air, or maybe it's pollution. Who knows? But the energy. It's going to be in Virginia for a little bit in the Greenbrier. The thing that bugged me the most today, and I tell you guys this, and I'm not a fan, okay? Y'all know I'm not a fan of fucking McCain, John McCain. He's not even a Texans guy. He's a fucking Titans guy. He goes to Tennessee to talk Titans all the fucking time. And, a couple of days ago or last week or whatever, he got hurt. And he's been loving and marinating in all the attention that he's been getting. Like, it was just the whole outcry. Oh, I guess I won't get to go to the Greenbrier this year. And just, we'll miss you and all. But, like, come on, man. No, I mean, like, stop it. Let's stop it. I mean, look, you're milking it, okay? Like, again, I don't wish the man to be hurt or anything like that, but he's fucking getting all kind of R. Kelly is a sick genius. We're going to talk about him and other perverted, delusional, and disturbed celebrities who have found success. But McCain is just milking the fucking attention. Like I said, was it Friday or Saturday? I was running a little errand, and he's on there. He's like, fresh out the hospital, straight to this picnic bench at some restaurant he was at. Of course, that's, all the restaurant interviews are done. Get a 2-for-1 special, do an interview, get some food. He was talking about how he got hurt, and all the people were, the general. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate to be a hater. No, I don't. I might like being a hater. I don't know. But it's just like the man has had his time, but there's a particular crowd, that older crowd. He's an AM radio guy. That older crowd loves, McCain or McCain, whatever the fuck is it. They love McCain. The fucking what was the Die Hard? Fucking McCain. He fucking tripped over a speed bump, and he tried to make the story seem like, well, people were behind me, and what had happened was, and no, you fucking goofball, you tripped over a speed, but there's no justifying tripping over a speed bump. You pick your feet up a fucking good 6 to fucking 8 inches off the fucking ground, and you won't make it. If you're fucking dragging your fucking feet, then you fucking and you know, hey, I listen to a little AM radio also, so I might be part of the old crowd. I just don't like McCain. But the thing about it is, he fucking tripped over a fucking speed bump, man. And the thing is, it's not health. He's definitely not in good health. And he fucking broke his shoulder, had to get a shoulder replacement, and fucking broke his toe and all that other stuff. But again, this big pouring of outcry of sympathy because he's not there. I'm more concerned with Pat D. Stat not being there. That's who I'm concerned about. That's who I give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't afford the budget for food to bring him on the show. It would be bad. You know what I mean? But my deal is this. You got by speed, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the fucking airport, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. If John McCain comes on the show again, like, he's probably going to have a request for a certain number of donuts, and I can only afford a couple of dozen. And so, you say I'm going over a speed bump right now, walking ain't that hard. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Hey, it is what it is. Imagine eating ribs with McCain and Andy. Oh, man. Look, I don't want no parts of that. You stick your finger in the wrong place, you reach out, get your motherfucking shit bit off. Accidents do happen, but speed bumps are designed to prevent accidents, right? I don't know. It is what it is. But again, man, it's a Patty Jabroy shout out for your birthday Saturday. That's what's up, man. I love Patty Stat, man. I like the perspective that he brings. I like the way he looks at it. There's not that bias, you know, that a lot of people have. He's kind of straightforward. He's real honest about it. I'm more upset about him not being able to be at camp and give his perspective than I am about John McCain. John McCain is pure opinion, speculation. He's been in this city for 30-something years, and it's fucking. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, your time is coming and going. Like, maybe you need to move to Tennessee, continue talking Titans, because anytime you talk Texans with him, he makes a fucking Oilers reference. Always makes a fucking Oilers reference. It's never purely about the Texans. It has to go back to the Oilers somehow. This is a fucking different organization. And so that shit bugs the fuck out of me. And it just becomes a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Speed Bump. John McCain, John McCain. I don't even know which one. Oh, John McCain. Oh shit, yeah. We talking about the presidential nominee and all that other good shit. They all in the same fucking age group. But my thing is this, man. I'm excited for camp. I'm upset that Pat D. Stat won't be there. Because I think he gives the best Texans coverage as far as people who are out there, you know, seeing what's really shaking. And so I think that's going to be a loss for everybody. I think it's going to be a loss for everybody. And I think Aaron Wilson is supposed to be replacing John Pancakes. Hey, I mean, it's always Oilers talk, dog. Like, it kills me. But like I say, man, I'm just excited to see some of the things. And I know tomorrow, I said I was going to do it today, but I got a little bit caught up today. You know, the recorded videos will be back. We'll be starting the Know Your Texan series tomorrow. 16-0 will be coming very soon. So I know people are asking. Don't even ask. It's coming very soon. Very, very soon. Man, I'd love to see somebody fucking record that and put it out there. He said he got surrounded. People weren't even asking if he was all right. He just laid out on the ground. People asking about Melo coming to Houston and all that other kind of shit like that. So it's a whole deal. But again, like I say, man, camp and just really seeing where things, you know, start to, let's say how the Patriots going to hang with us. Oh man, I'm not worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. My thing is, excuse me, my thing is, I'm just excited to see what the Texans can be. You know, where you cull the herd, where you start to see who's ready, who's real, and you know who's just a camp body. I'm excited to see who's going to be a surprise find. I want to know who's really been working in the off season to take it to the next level. You know, of course, we want to see the return of the greats. We want to see the Hopkins of the world. Everybody's curious about Watson. You know what I mean? And the closer we get to camp, the closer we get to the regular season, the closer we get to real football, and the closer we get to really just, I feel like we're going to end up stomping a mud hole in the Patriots, because I just feel like there's a few things that are going to happen to our advantage. And one of those reasons is the Patriots always start slow early on. Oh man, speaking of getting big, man, hold on, let me update the minutes here. That's actually a perfect transition. Look at the JJ Watt picture from yesterday. Fucking looking like the or JJ and or JJ and Fuller on the same shit. Whatever that shit is, I need some. Like, I need some of that shit, man. I need that shit. Can we get the real John McClain? Yes. Now he would be a much better. Could you imagine him talking Texans? That would be excellent. I would definitely love to see some of that. Hold on, we're finna bring it back. You know, when I miss the majigger, we gotta bring it back. But yes, I would rather look. Hey, but that John McClain obviously is die hard. Fuck it, I'm gonna crack the joke. That motherfucker, the speed bump tried to take him out. Speed bump tried to take his life. All right, he wasn't going out. He wasn't going out like that. All right, fucking speed bump wasn't. He was like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dying today. Die another day. Fucking John McClain pancakes. I'm wondering. I wonder if Pancakes ever played any kind of organized sport. You know what I mean? Just because I doubt it. I mean, I highly doubt it. But I'd like to know, and I would have loved to see some footage of that. But I think that would be some of that old black and white fucking film.
It's too much sauce.
There we go.
Can we just get the real John McClain #diehard?
All right. Oh, straight water action, man. Straight water. I've adjusted my eating habits. I don't want to say diet, because I plan on making this a life change in my eating habits. So, you know, it has nothing to do with what I'm fucking drinking. But, you know, cutting out minimum. I really don't drink soda. I really mainly only drink water anyway. I'm trying to think when I really don't drink soda. I drink tea and coffee. But has a pork sausage, so he wouldn't die that day. No, exactly. He's like, but the buffet is still open. I gotta make it. But fucking JJ, man, and fucking Will Fuller. Now look, man. Let's not be stupid here. Let's not be dumb. Okay, if we see this, the NFL sees this. So let's not be surprised if JJ and and Will Fuller get some fucking surprise. My dog in contest. Let's not be surprised if Fuller and Watt get a surprise visit from the dope test man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, you say McClain voice needs work. I gotta get some going. I don't have enough chins to get the fucking McClain voice right. You know, I'd have to definitely get off the fucking new eating habits to get that shit together. You just said, I'm sorry, I didn't see if they missed that. You know, I'm doing a little bit too much. I'm sorry if I stole your line. No, okay, but they'll get like the guy Brian Oliver Royce. Hey, Brian was definitely a motivator when he came in there. Just like, yeah, definitely. What'd you say? What do you say? You talking about? Just Cowboy play your text. If we win, you owe me 1 billion sauce. You got it. You want 1 billion sauce? I'm telling you, we gonna take the W. We gonna see who the best four in Texas is. I'm telling you, man. No, Unique, you never blocked. You're never blocked in my eyes. I always see you, Unique. No matter, they may not see you, but I always see you. But my thing is is definitely like has to be careful because that motherfucker just looking a little bit too swole. Like I know a lot of y'all follow D Texans and he always puts out some real good photoshops. Shit, he ain't even have to Photoshop that shit. All he had to do is turn it green. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like the fucking Hulk. You know what I'm saying? And shit, he ain't even have to add no emphasis to it. They ain't have to do nothing with it. So my I ain't fuck with y'all. Water for Melo, no more Kool-Aid. Yeah, look, because Melo, look, he's back hoodie Melo. I know y'all saw him hooping with CP3 and Harden, and they were looking good. Oh, did he text a BRB guy? Okay. I have no idea. I just follow him on the gram. I'm telling you, I haven't been in Battle Red since it's been some years. Like I think I fucked with it for like a couple of months, some years back. I made an account. I made like 2 comments, and then like I was done after that. Never fucking God. It's been years since I fucking done it. So you see, Heidi, that's why you don't have a wrench in here, because you take your power, you would abuse it. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm done. The mellow yellow lineup. Oh my God, that's racist. But yeah, let's crack open the sauce line here in about 3 minutes. I'm gonna crack open the sauce line. But my deal is this, man. You got to look at a guy like JJ. When you say that he's been going through some health issues, and what you got to look at, man, you got to look at egos. You got to look at personalities. We talk about this, and I'm not saying JJ is, and I'm not saying he ain't. But when you push so hard for greatness, there comes a point in time where you may feel, okay, something ain't clicking like it used to. I'm not as young as I used to. I'm not doing the workouts on the level that I used to, but I got to get back. You have this goal that you have to get back there. Not quite yet, but the rumors are that we supposed to have him on lock with Melo. What's up, Wink? What's the motherfucking deal? But the thing about a guy like JJ is he knows that he's missed 2 years. He knows that he's a Hall of Famer either way. Let's not doubt that. But he knows he's a guy that was on the brink of just historic greatness, and sometimes you feel something inside you feel like, hey, I got to do whatever I got to do. And again, exactly, you'll do anything. And I'm not saying this to try to undercut what he's got going on. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you these are possibilities. These are what people think. We're talking about, professionals, man. You only get to be a professional so long. You only have a career for so long. And think about it. If JJ did get busted, what's the most that'll happen? Miss 4 games if he did. It's a risk that you're willing to take, right? I mean, it's a risk that you would be willing to take. Matter of fact, look, let me put some minutes on this. That's a great title. And I mean, it's a risk reward game, and I think that happens with a lot of these guys. Who would honestly, let's be realistic. Who would honestly be mad at JJ Watt if he was juicing? Who's going to say, oh, fuck JJ, and he's fucking raised a bunch of money for the city. He's done all this other stuff. People would just say, oh, man, he's recovering from an injury. I don't blame him. They would not think twice. Nobody would give a shit if JJ Watt was juicing. And I mean, it's funny that, shout out to Unique, because, she did put this in perspective. I'm not going to take all her credit. But here's the deal. He's fucking missed. If JJ juiced and only missed 4 games, say he got suspended and only missed 4 games, nobody would care. Nobody would give a shit. He's still good anyway. Now, people try to speculate and wonder, has he been doing it the whole time? They talk about, Brian Cushing, and they talk about all this other stuff. But people in the city of Houston, where nobody, where he's done so much for the city, and already Unique, man. Fuck them kids. We need you in the sauce. Goddamn. No, I'm just playing. You raising the future. So shout out to Unique for doing a good job for the Chillins. He's doing good for the Chillins. R. Kelly's doing bad for the Chillins. So we need somebody to combat R. Kelly's negativity. But here's the thing, man. But the thing about JJ, if he was just like I said, nobody would care. So again, the risk reward factor is there is no loss for JJ if he did. So, matter of fact, let's crack open the sauce line. Let's get it active. Hold on. We ain't open yet. Give me a second. And then we're gonna talk shit for a couple more minutes. Then I'm gonna go and I placed the order, so I'm gonna get a fucking better fan in this motherfucker. So it ain't so much sweaty honcho because it's like I said, we got to step it up a notch this year. Like I said, I plan on we and the Sauce Sports Network. We've been conversing. We've been discussing, what we're gonna do to bring better flavor. Because, like I say, we feel like nobody else is doing it for the city like we gonna do it for the city. All right, Sauce line is open. Nobody else is gonna bring the flavor for the city like we gonna bring it, and so, it has to be better. And part of that is be not fucking. So I'm not gonna put a fucking a goddamn AC in the fucking garage. See, I just cut it back on. I saw your missed call. You can call back now. It should be activated. We should be Gucci. Yeah, we should be good to go now. So that's my thing. Again, no, I'm not a married man. I got an old lady, but I'm not a married man. Let's shout out to Wink, man. What's the motherfucking deal, Wink? What you got to say on the Sauce Line, man?
Looked at Hard Knocks again. He was like, "Yeah, I remember when Pierre Garçon was in my face," and I was like, "Back the fuck away from defense." Yo, that nigga got brolic, bro. Like, that
what?
nigga looked like Lou Ferrigno in his prime. Like, Christ. I thought that's who it was for a second.
Man.
I'm like, nigga, is that Phil Heath, the white version?
Man, I thought it was some
like,
type
he
of
must
filter
have watched
shit.
Generation Iron over the weekend. Nigga decided to beef up. Like, that nigga bucked in a bitch. Like, bro, like, that nigga buck as fuck. Yeah, but to other news though, like you were saying to the point, because I know I gotta be funny and shit, but like, nigga, like, I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga, if JJ Watt. I don't give a fuck if any athlete juice. For one, every athlete, don't get me wrong, athletes more often than not don't juice to get big and get fast and do shit like that. That shit used to happen in the 80s when fucking, the Olympics and shit was happening with Carl Lewis. That's when juicing was a bad thing, you know what I'm saying, to put a stain on the sport or whatever it was. But if JJ Watt gets better and heals up from juicing, why in the fuck do I care? For one, it's his body, it's his penis. He can choose to do whatever he wants to do. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna. That's the stigma anyway. Is it shrinks your dick up? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, nigga, if he don't want to be beefy down there, that's his own problem. No homo. Pause or whatever y'all say nowadays. Y'all always coming up with some new shit that the old niggas can't keep up with. But it's just like, man, if this dude want to beef up and he want to get back on the football field and try to have a defense, because he know. The only reason why I feel like he was doing that is because he don't want Jadeveon Clowney to take his spot yet. Okay. I feel like he got something left to hold on to, and he respect what Clowney doing. He see what he wants to contribute. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I think the thing that hurt JJ Watt the most is that we had a number one defense without him.
Yeah.
That sits in your mind for a 3-time defensive player of the year. If you don't think that the fact that this team was number one without him defensively, and he just had to sit back, watch this shit, and people talking about Jadeveon Clowney and other dudes. Not that he don't respect them and not that he don't want them to shine too, because I think J.J. Watt is a team player in that regard. But I wouldn't give a fuck if he juiced. That's my call. I'm gonna wait for I want somebody else to call in. Heidi, your ass can come in there and call. Yeah.
Con the beer. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Shout out to Week, man. That shit was fucking funny as shit, man. Now I saw somebody say LT was on crack is pretty much like juice. Not quite. How many swole? Now don't get me wrong. There's a couple of them out there. They be skinny swole, but how many crackheads you seen out there looking like LT, performing like LT? They'll make some moves like LT for some crack, but I'm gonna say juice and crack are on different ends of the spectrum. All right, what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called in on the Sauce Line this evening?
What is up, Miniguitos? This is your man, Dr. Rabbit.
What's up, Dr. Rabbit? What's going down this evening?
I have another question for you, and this actually comes from one of my friends.
All right.
What would you like to see in the Texans training camp?
Okay. As far as like, what am I hoping for most, or what am I, just like, I mean, you got like a specific or, the police call, they get the same thing. Like, is there a specific thing you look for? Are you talking about regarding a player or just overall as a team?
Like the overall team.
Okay. That's a bet. I'm gonna hang up on you and I'm gonna answer that question. But I appreciate you calling in, Dr.
Before you hang up.
Yes.
Before you hang up, and this is very deserving. I have to give a shout out to Mrs. Heidi Kleindienst for giving me some advice with the high school and the SAT booklets. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Scotty, badass bitch.
All right, that's a bet. The thing that I want to see, honestly, the most, I think, KS, you on point. I want to see growth. I want to see how that O-line moves as a unit. And like I said, I'm not too worried about the safeties, but I want to see how that the starting corners, how they come playing out, how they play, how Kevin Johnson looks and how Colvin looks. I'm not too worried about JJ. JJ's going to be consistent. He's going to bring it. But again, just in case, if something were to happen, knock on wood, I want to know what we have backing him up. What's up, Joshua Grant? What's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, I'm concerned about that O-line, honestly. I honestly am concerned about it. But again, we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see what comes out of camp. And I'm also, like I say, I'm concerned. I want to know what I still need to find out what Fuller is on and what JJ is on, so I can motherfucking me. You know what I'm saying? So I can get me some of that action. So look, I can be up in the sauce, walking around, saying, look, welcome to motherfucking Sauce Sports. We'll kick your fucking ass. 915, what's the motherfucking deal, man? But again, man, that's good though that you definitely got some advice from Heidi on your SAT situation, your high school situation. I'll give her that. She's a funny person, and she does have some valid advice. So all that stuff. Oh man. You say tofu will get you titties. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling on the sauce line this evening?
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Speak up, I can't hear you.
No, I will not do this tonight.
Hi, it's Abdul. How are you?
Oh, it's Abdul, my friend. How are you, my friend Abdul?
I live in the neighborhood, actually. I had one important question to ask you. Do you have a second?
No, I don't have much time, Abdul. I'm talking on the live stream. What do you want?
Yeah, I've seen you walking your dog in the neighborhood.
Yes,
it's honestly like the cutest dog I have ever seen in my life.
It is Scotty.
What is their name, if you don't mind me asking?
The Scotty is the dog. Okay, that is all you need to know.
Listen, I want to buy that dog from you.
Oh,
please.
No.
How much would you be willing to sell it to me for?
It will cost you very much money. Very much money.
Name your price. I will pay anything. 500, 1,000, 1,500.
You're talking my number right now. 1,500 for the free dog.
Are you still with me?
Yes. I will give you 1,500 for the free dog.
Okay. Look, $2,000. Final offer.
Now you sound like an eBay scam. You gonna send me money
Come
order?
on, it's not even worth half that much. Are you stupid?
You talking about my dog? I love my dog. What is fucking wrong with you? It's worth $1 million.
We'll have it your way. You better keep that thing on a leash, or I'm gonna come over there and steal it from you.
That's it.
Okay?
Dog will shit in your yard. All right, my friend. I will scoop the shit in the bag and I leave it in your yard. You love the dog so much you take the dog shit. Fuck you, man. All right, fuck you in your call. You asshole. No, what's but again, so my thing is, sometimes I like to entertain that shit sometimes because it is funny. Man, motherfuckers like shit. They will wheel and deal your motherfucking ass. But I would sell $2,000 Scotty's out the door. Adios, Scotty-o. But here's the deal, man. We're gonna kind of wrap it up here so I can have some time to go pick up this order. Actually, it was fucking I thought they were gonna take about an hour to get it rid of. That shit was done like that. So we can not be so hot in the dens and in the sauce, because I went and got one of them ordered one of them fucking what is that shit? The quiet tower fans. And so I'm hoping that pans out, because the other fan that I have in here, it's cool, whatever. Like I said, we're not on the stream. It's kosher, but it's loud. So no, I'm anti-Fortnite. People have been trying to get me to play Fortnite. People have been sending me requests to play Fortnite. I'm start blocking motherfuckers. They send me Fortnite requests just denied, rejected. So here's the deal. Oh man, I did not check it out, but I did see you. The thing about the portable AC though is that I'd still have to have somewhere to vent it out, and so I don't really have access with the way this is set up. The way I got it set up, that I'd be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I think I am. I have to definitely check it out. So it's an app for it, Amazon now. Okay, let me check that out. Look, I don't want that shit where they fucking get the key to your house. They be trying to be all up in your shit. Be like, well, tonight on 13 News, dead Amazon delivery driver mistaken for a burglar. Up next. Yeah, you got Prime. So if you got Prime, it's like automatic. It's come with that or some shit. Cause I know Prime comes with a bunch of shit that I ain't even realized that it fucking came with. But like I say, here's the deal. We'll chop it up off the about it. But I'm gonna go scratch out. Oh, okay, you got to get some an old school K-Swiss. Man, the first time I ever dunked, I was wearing a pair of K-Swiss. So there's that Honcho story for you. But like I say, we go motherfucker be calling a wrap here. I'm gonna go slide out, try to get back in time. I should be back in time. It's not that far away for the Kush Den, and make sure I get all the shit up so y'all know what's going down. But we're gonna probably talk about the R. Kelly fucking song and
Bust Steph Curry, 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 bust Steph Curry.
$2,000 to HonchoSaucy for Scotty.
Jags fan for life. Abdul, yes, the $2,000 Scotty must go. But here's the deal, babe. We're gonna talk about R. Kelly and the song that he released, I Admit. So if you hadn't, man, that's a good thing, man. We definitely need to talk about this. It's a bunch of things that we do need to discuss. That has been going on. So, we're going to talk a little bit about R. Kelly, but you know how the Kush Den goes, man. We talk about a little bit about everything. So I'll definitely, let me see. We'll talk about the Stand Your Ground deal, definitely, because that was a very interesting thing, and we'll definitely discuss that while he was laying on the ground. What else we got? So, like I said, we'll talk R. Kelly. We'll talk a little bit about Stand Your Ground. Like I said, if you ain't a part of the Kush Den, man, kushden.com is how you get there, straight up. It's super easy. What else? Like I say, we just plenty to talk about. Y'all know how we do. It's like an open format. We start talking about one thing, and then we be on a whole nother topic for fucking an hour and a half. We go get on that voodoo. Like I say, things are working back in line. Some of the decisions I had to make. So we'll get on the shirt soon. That's why I have some other merch available, but I'm not gonna sell any more shirts until I get the people I promised their shirts first, and then I'll start fucking selling regular shirts again. But like I said, I got to make sure we'll get that done. Like hopefully before the. It should be done before the season gets started, before preseason's over with and everything. I should have y'all in order and everything looking right so that we can represent the sauce to the fullest. Man, I still got those. We're gonna discuss some stuff about that. I'm gonna shout out to White Persuasion, because man, he sends a lot of love behind the scenes. And he definitely sends some very, very dope designs. So we're gonna have to discuss some things. So here it is. Yes, Melo's gonna be here. It's gonna be live at 5. It's gonna be dope. I'm telling y'all, gonna see a double side of Melo that y'all haven't seen in a long time. But we finna call it a wrap. We finna slide out. I'm finna sunk a deuce. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Sauce Nation. Again, y'all are the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. And again, I appreciate y'all taking the time, because time is the one asset that you can never get back. You can always make your money back. You can always buy new shit. If you step in dog shit, you can buy you some new shoes, all that other shit. here's the deal. The fact that you spend the time stirring up flavor with your boy, man, I appreciate that sincerely. Like, I don't ever want y'all to think I take that for granted, because like I say, each and every one of y'all who come through here, and I try my best to know and try to remember something about each and every y'all if I can. Sometimes it be too many of y'all. Some of y'all be in and out. But like I say, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because just as entertaining as it is for y'all, it is for me. So I thank y'all. Chunk it up to Deuce. We out. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Hopefully, I'll be a much cooler Honcho in the den, and I'll see y'all at 9 o'clock.